Hello friends, it's Miss Tracey from Smyth County Public Library, and I am here reading you books from my kitchen table again. Today's book is The Bad Mood and the Stick. This is a book for all ages. Well, maybe not the younger crowd, but it's fantastic and you're just gonna love it. I think maybe babies won't sit too well for it, but I'll do a story time for them later. This is by Lemony Snicket, one of my very favorite children's authors. He wrote the series of Unfortunate Events, and the artwork is just perfect, and it's by Matthew Forsyth. This book is published by Little Brown and Company, and it's really good. I can't wait to read it to you, but first, I have a stick, and I'm gonna ring the bell, just like always at the library. So ring the bell, and you all gather around, and you'll put your hands like this, right in front of your lap, so no more talking, and then you click them forward like so. Then you open and close them like a book. Read, read, read a book, travel anywhere. Worldwide, you decide a book can take you there. Let me just tell you that I have been making a couple of these videos. I hope you're following along. And a friend of mine from college was showing them to her daughter. They don't even live in my town. They live a ways away. And she loved them and was singing the song too. So Isadora, I hope you're watching this one today. Here we go. The Bad Mood and the Stick. And I will tell you, this is the second time I filmed it today because of some background noise that didn't really fit in. And so it put me in a bad mood right away. So I'm already ready to read the story for you. The Bad Mood and the Stick. Once there was a stick and a bad mood. The stick was on the ground, but the bad mood was with a girl named Curly. Look at these illustrations. Aren't they fantastic? The stick, it's on the other page, right? So the stick's coming later, but the bad mood is there. And look at Curly's face. She's really mad. Now we'll find out what made her so mad. Curly had been in a bad mood for 2 hours since they'd seen the ice cream store, but her mom hadn't gotten her any ice cream. So mad. Look, he's got ice cream, not her. The stick had been on the ground since last night where the tree dropped it. So there's the stick. Now here's Curly in a bad mood and she sees a stick. So what is she gonna do? Is she gonna stomp on the stick? Is she gonna use it to hurt somebody? Well, what would you do if you were in a bad mood and found a stick just laying there? Curly picked up that stick and used it to poke her brother. "That's not nice," said her mother. "Apologize to Napoleon and throw that stick in the bushes." So look at Napoleon's face. He looks like a punk kid if I ever did see one. I'd probably poke him with a stick too. He's kind of happy that she's being fussed at, I think. I've been a sibling, so I understand that environment there. And in the bushes, there's a raccoon. That is our next character going to be introduced in the story. So there's the bad mood, watching this whole thing go down. There's the mom. There's Napoleon. Curly had really enjoyed poking her brother with that stick. So much that her bad mood was gone. But her mother was carrying it now. I have been that mama. I have been there over and over many times in the past few weeks, actually. She said. Look, I just did it myself. She said, which is a bad mood noise. The stick didn't say anything. There's Curly in a happy mood now because she got to poke her brother. And there's Napoleon, happy because his sister got in trouble. And there's poor mama carrying that bad mood around. And there's that stick who didn't say anything. And then a raccoon picked it up. Who knows what that raccoon wanted to do with the stick? Because you never can tell with those raccoons. But he ran out of the bushes with that stick and he frightened an old man named Lou. Look at him, he dropped all kinds of stuff. "Holy moly," said Lou, which is what he said when something exciting happened, and his feet did a little dance. Then he fell into a puddle, a mud puddle. Curly's mother couldn't help herself and she started to laugh. Suddenly, her bad mood was gone. Guess where it's going next? Lou had it. Oh no, look at him. The sound of all that laughter startled the raccoon, and he dropped that stick right there in the mud. "Look at my pants," Lou said, which was a bad mood noise. "They are an awful muddy mess." Stick didn't even answer. And there goes the raccoon. Lou went right to the dry cleaners. A lady named Mrs. Durham was head of that establishment, and she had a pencil behind her ear. See, there he is. There's Mrs. Durham with her cat in a basket, the pencil behind her ear. She's cleaning some garments, and there he is, peeking through the doorway. "Take that pencil out of your ear," said Lou. "You gotta wash these pants and wash them up quick. I'm gonna stand here in my underwear till you're done." "You will do no such thing," she said. "This is a family place." She's not taking any guff out of him, I can tell you. Nothing. So there he is, splattering mud everywhere, upsetting the cat, who was taking a nice little nap. So now the cat's like, who is this guy with the bad mood coming up in here? But Lou, he already had those pants off. "Here you go," he said. "They're a muddy, awful mess." "Ugh," said Mrs. Durham, looking at those pants and looking at Lou. And you would think that bad mood would have jumped onto her. But here's the thing, y'all. The man's in his underwear. And what do you think when you see somebody in their underwear? You probably laugh, right? I mean, that's pretty silly. Look at him in his underwear. So she's not going to keep that bad mood. There it goes. She didn't keep it. It left on her, left away from her, I mean. She took one look at Lou in his underwear, and the bad mood flew right out the window. I bet you guys laughed when you saw him in his underwear too, because underwear is funny. You never know what's going to happen. Isn't that true? Now look who's got the bad mood. So we had to go back through the book and figure out what made that cat so mad. What gave that cat a bad mood? Because the cat was sleeping perfectly well. Let's go back and look. I think because Lou knocked over the cat's sleeping basket and got mud on it. That's all I can figure. Anyway, fast forward through the book. Here we go. Now the cat's in a bad mood. I think they're kind of astonished to see the bad mood fly away. It's pretty interesting when it flies, I guess. There's the cat. The same thing with the stick. You would never have guessed, but some kind of bug made a brightly colored cocoon on that stick. "Well, look at that," said Bert. He picked it up and took it back to the store. It is a really cool stick. I mean, that is a neat cocoon. He put it in a store and he put it on display. "That's sure unusual," said Curly's mother when they walked by. "What do you say, kids? Let's go have some ice cream." And that's going to make everybody in a good mood, including the ice cream man. Most especially the ice cream man, probably. Curly had fudge ripple. Napoleon had mint chip. Curly's mother ordered vanilla yogurt, but then she changed her mind and went for the fudge ripple too. This didn't bother Bert. The bad mood was nowhere around. By the time Lou arrived with his pants all pressed and cleaned, he ordered a double scoop, and as did Mrs. Durham. Look here, they are holding hands. See, you never know what's going to happen. "Holy moly," said Lou. "I sure do love ice cream. Do I love ice cream?" Mrs. Durham smiled. "Same here," she said. So there they are having a good old time, and there's the cat with the bad mood slinking around the corner. And 3 years later, they were married. The wedding was held right there in the park, and everybody in the whole book was invited. Even the raccoon. Curly and Napoleon carried the flowers, and they did great. You never know what's going to happen. There you can see everybody in the whole book was invited. This page is great. By then, the bad mood had been all around the world. You yourself have had it several times. And like I said, I might have had it earlier today too. So there's the cat, starts out with a bad mood, and then gives it to the bird, who gives it to this guy, and you can just see how it moves all around. Even the fish have it at one point. Fish, a worm's in a bad mood. And it goes all around the world like that. And finally, look who gets it again, the cat. And I think he may have caught it from that dog. Perhaps the dog was chasing him. The stick, however, stayed in the ice cream store. The cocoon had opened a long time ago, and Bert had helped that bug fly out into the world. Here it goes. So there's a good look at what's happening there. It's so pretty. Yeah. But the stick, it stayed right there. It put him in a good mood, so he put it right up front. See, there it is. It is cool looking. And there's Curly with a 3-scoop ice cream cone. Now that is cool. Can you guess what might happen next? Oh no. The ice cream fell. And look what was waiting right around the corner. The bad mood. That is a fantastic book. I hope you all got a good laugh out of that. And if you had a bad mood when you started the video, I hope you don't have one now. If you need any assurance, just think about old Lou in his bright red underwear, because that's pretty silly. That'll make you laugh for sure. He just walks into the store and demands she clean his pants and takes them off right there in the store. Now that is funny. The whole book's funny, as a matter of fact. I've never read anything from Lemony Snicket that I didn't absolutely love, so I highly recommend him as an author. And clearly this Matthew Forsythe has got skills. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again soon. Hopefully at the library.